What's up, a Cinema Shogun here, and it appears that cancel culture has found its next target, and boy, oh boy, are they sinking their teeth into this one. Yesterday, allegations came out that Jonathan Majors, the MCU actor who plays Kang, he's also in Creed 3, and you might know him from other various movies and TV shows. Jonathan Majors has been accused of attacking his girlfriend. As soon as this accusation came out, mind you, Jonathan Majors was arrested as well. That is an important detail. But as soon as these allegations came out, it's almost as if these people were like sharks that smelt a drop of blood in the water. They started swarming like they always do, circling Jonathan Majors, trying to find anything from his past that they could hold against him. And, like they always do, people started coming out of the woodworks with all types of stories about Jonathan Majors and how he's evil and mean and problematic and all around a bad guy. Which is kind of interesting to me because just last week, he was the it guy in Hollywood. Everyone loved him. I couldn't get on Twitter or social media without people sharing his pictures, without seeing women fawn over him, without seeing people sing his praises. But just like that, oh, how the mighty has fallen. You know, these Hollywood people, they don't realize that they created this cancel culture. And now it is weaponized against them more so than normal people. Yet they keep feeding into these woke ideologies. They keep feeding into this nonsense. And often, what happens? They get turned on. One thing about the cancel culture mob, one thing about these woke SJWs, they will not hesitate to eat their own. They will turn on you when they can't find anyone else to cancel. And that's what's happening now. Don't get me wrong. I don't know if Jonathan Majors is innocent or guilty. I do not know. If he's guilty, he needs to be held accountable. But that's up for the legal system to decide. That's not up for random people on social media to decide. It's really not. But like I said, I want him held accountable if he's guilty. But one thing I don't necessarily like is when, for example, with Jonathan Majors, I never heard anything bad about the guy. I've only heard good things. I've only seen people praising him, singing his name from every rooftop. One small accusation comes out, and all of a sudden everything changes. People who loved him last week now hate him, and there's people coming forward with all types of stories that they never decided to share until now. Why? If you had a story about Jonathan Majors being a bad person, why do you wait until something like this to reveal it? It's like these people like dogpiling on. Well, last night, after the news came out about these allegations, after the news came out about his arrest, these people just did just that. Every Tom, Dick, and Jane who's ever interacted with Jonathan Majors, we got ex-school classmates, all types of stuff coming out saying how bad of a person he is. Meanwhile, I never heard any of this stuff before yesterday. But let's go ahead and dive into this article. It's not just this arrest. Jonathan Majors now alleged to have a long history of sociopathic abuse. Jonathan Majors was recently arrested on charges of strangulation and assault, and now he may be facing some additional problems. Some Twitter users have come forth to allege, without naming him directly, that the MCU actor has a history of abuse before the most recent allegations. The first of these people is filmmaker A.B. Allen, who seems to confirm one of his earlier tweets about an actor, about an abusive actor, about Jonathan Majors. This week, the week that Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania was released, in which Jonathan Majors plays the main antagonist, Alan tweeted, "There's a particular actor, relatively new on the scene, who Twitter has fallen violently head over heels for, who in actuality is a vicious, cruel, abusive human being, both professionally and in his personal life. And every new viral thirst tweet about him drives me completely insane." After Majors was arrested, another Twitter user said, "Now we know who this tweet is about." And Allen replied, "Ding, ding, 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 ding." Now another person also came forward. The co-founder of Society Theater, along with being a Broadway actor and director, Tim Nichols, who was brought up Jonathan Majors by name in a since deleted tweet. Nichols said he's a sociopath and an abuser, and that this is how virtually everyone speaks about him. When questioned about coming forward, Nichols gave a simple answer, saying, "A bunch of us are close with people and sometimes multiple people he has directly harmed. I don't know if they will speak out on it, and it's completely their decision." It would take me literally all day to go through all of these tweets, but if you have Twitter, follow me and go look them up. But long story short, basically, we got filmmakers, actors, old classmates, all types of people coming forward saying that Jonathan Majors has always been a bad, garbage human being that harms people and treats people bad and terribly. And I don't know what to believe. Because like I said, just last week, we were told this is the greatest guy on earth. He was the it guy in Hollywood. But, like I always say, Hollywood eats people up, they chew them up, and then they spit them out. A shell of the man or woman they used to be. And that's what may be happening to Jonathan Majors, because make no mistake about it. At this point, and I see it this often when it comes to cancel culture, it doesn't matter if Jonathan Majors is innocent or guilty. What really matters here is how can I put this? What matters is the length these movie companies are willing to go to defend him. That's what really matters. Because allegations come out sometimes, and sometimes these actors are protected. Other times, these actors are fired. For those of you all who might not know, and for those of you all who do, Jonathan Majors is the next big villain in the Marvel movies. Something like Thanos from the first 3 phases of the MCU. So Disney has this guy on a contract that he's going to be pumping out Marvel movies for like the next 5 or 6 years. Much of the universe is going to be revolving around Jonathan Majors. Now, Disney fired Johnny Depp when allegations came out about him. Disney fired Gina Carano because she tweeted something that they didn't like. So now all eyes are on Disney. Are you going to stick with the guy who's accused of beating up this woman? And, like I said, it doesn't matter if Jonathan Majors is guilty or innocent. Because Twitter, social media, they've already found the dude guilty. In their eyes, he's guilty. And they'll harass him every chance they get now, probably. Most likely. If he was a white dude, he would already be gone. Jonathan Majors, he's got one thing going for him right now, and that's the color of his skin. Because he has the other half of the woke idiots out there who will say he can't be held accountable. It's racism. So that's the only thing he's got going for him right now. I mean, if he was like Ezra Miller, then I think he would be okay, because apparently Ezra Miller can do whatever he wants. You know, when you're a non-binary or something like that, you can do whatever you want and get away with it. Ezra Miller's being accused of sleeping with underage girls, beating up girls, forming cults, claiming to kill people, all types of stuff. No one cares. He didn't lose his role. So we'll see what happens moving forward. It's going to be interesting because the cancel culture mob, they got their teeth sunk in. I know there are details coming out now alleging that this didn't happen and that Jonathan Majors was lied on. We're going to see how that plays out, and I'll update you all more about that in the next video. But for now, let me know your thoughts about this down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit the thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell. And I'll talk to you all in the next video.